Okay, we are on 9.4. We are on 9.4. So for the last 2 days, we talked about sequence. We talked about two kinds of sequence. One is arithmetic, where you add and subtract to get to the next number. The other one is geometric. You multiply or divide to get to the next number. We're kind of done with the sequence. We're now going to move on to series. So we're going to add up all the numbers. Okay, add all the way up to 100. I want you to talk to your partner. What kind of series is this? Okay, what kind of series is this? What kind of series is this? You only have two choices, arithmetic or geometric. Okay, raise your hand if you think this is arithmetic. Okay, overwhelmingly so. Why is this arithmetic? You plus 1 to get to the next one. Very good. Now, does anyone know what the answer is? 1 to 100. Add it all up. Yes? Yes. This is a very famous problem. So if you have read something in like stories or something like that, it's 5,050. Okay, now, how are we going to do this really fast? You can think of it this way. From 1 to 100, 1 plus 100 is what? 101. Okay, kind of talk back to me. Help me out here. Okay, the next number down is 99 and then 98, right? 2 plus 99 is what? Huh? 101. 3 plus 98 is 101. So how many pairs of 101 are there? 50. And that's why 50 times 101 is 5050. Okay, so then we're going to not do that with all of our series. We are going to have a formula. First of all, let's remind ourselves. A series is the sum of all the terms in a sequence. Are you with me? Next section. Okay, there are two kinds of series. The first one is arithmetic. So we are going to add or subtract to get to the next number, and then we're going to sum it up. So it's the sum of arithmetic sequence. Okay, the second kind is called geometric. And that is the sum of geometric sequence. So one of them, we're going to add up all the numbers in arithmetic sequence. The other one, we're going to add up all the numbers in geometric sequence. Okay, we're not going to review the bottom part because we don't really have time, so we're going to move on to the next page. I'm going to give you the formula, so you should take out your formula sheet if you don't have that yet. We are going to write in our formula for sum of a finite arithmetic series. So that is the left column, second box. Finite series sum. So it says finite series sum on your box, and then we're going to fill it in for arithmetic. We're not going to do A. S. S means sum. N means n numbers equals however many numbers there are divided by 2. So kind of like when we added from 1 to 100, there were 50 pairs, right? So take all the numbers, divide by 2, times the first number plus the last number. Okay, so write it in your cheat sheet if you don't haven't done that yet. S means sum, so you're going to add it all up. N means number of terms. So how many numbers are there in this whole series? A1 is the first number. AN is the last number. Okay, so make sure that you have it in your cheat sheet so you can reference it later on. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply that formula to the question we started with. 1 to 100. 1 to 100. Okay, we are going to add up how many numbers? 1 to 100, how many numbers are there? Not a hard question. 1 to 100, how many numbers? 100. So n is 100. So 100 divided by 2. What is my first number that I want to add? 1. And what is my last number? 100. Okay, check and see if that is 50-50, because we already know the answer is 50-50, but check with your calculator or do it in your head. You guys get 50-50? Yeah. All right, that was an easy one. Let's do an intermediate one. Find the sum of 2, 4, 9, 16. So the question is this arithmetic or geometric? Talk to your partner. Is this arithmetic or geometric? Do you add and subtract to get to the next number, or multiply or divide? Whatever you think it is, you have to tell me what R or D is. Okay, raise your hand if you think it's arithmetic. Okay, Andrew, what number do you add to get to the next number? Oh, no, we're on this one. Okay. All right, how many people think this one is arithmetic? Okay, what number do you add to get to the next number? Add odd number? You have to add the same number. No, you have to add the same number every time. So do you add the same number every time? No, so it's not arithmetic. How many people think it's geometric? Okay, what number do you multiply to get to the next number?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought it was geometric.
No, okay, it is not geometric. It's neither. Okay, so we cannot add it up because we have not learned something like that yet. Next. All right, next one. Talk to your partner. Is this arithmetic or geometric? Remember, if you think it's arithmetic, you have to tell me what D is. If you think what it is geometric, you have to tell me what R is. Talk to your partner. Arithmetic or geometric? Let's vote again. How many people think it's arithmetic? Okay, Mark, what number do you add to get to the next number? 3. Good. Okay, so it is arithmetic. D is 3. Now let's add it up. So sum of n. How many numbers are there? 149? There are 149 numbers?
No. It's not.
No. So you're adding 3 every time and you get to 149. How many numbers are there? Okay, Alice is like banned from answering questions. Okay, so 149, the question is, what is this term number? Well, we could just use our explicit formula to help us. Because explicit formula helps us figure out the number for that term, or we can go backwards and figure out the term number. Okay, for example, this one. How would you write this as an explicit formula if this were a sequence? 2 plus 3 n minus 1. All right. We don't know what n is, but AN is equal to 149. So can you go backwards and figure out what that number is? Yes. Okay, so go ahead and figure out what N is. All right, so N is equal to 50, right? So then now we can plug it into our formula. Sum of 50 numbers. And finish that question if you have not. So the answer is 3775. Are you guys good? Yes? Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you feel like you can do this on your own and you will be fine.
Yeah.
Bless you. Give me a sideways thumb if you're like, I need a little more practice. Downward thumb, I don't know where we are at all. Okay, all right. We are gonna move on. Okay, next part. This part is a little bit tricky. Okay, so most of you have never seen this before. Mathematicians don't like to write a lot. So they have a very concise way of expressing what they want. So if they want you to add up all the numbers, they will write this. It's like a E, but it means sum. So when you see this E, it means add up all the numbers. The way to read it is sigma. So this is sigma. It's a Greek letter. So that means add up all the numbers. Add up all the numbers of what number? So they will always tell you what the function is, and that is going to be the explicit formula. They will tell you what number to start on or what term number to start on. This is the starting term. And then they will also give you a number on the top. That is the ending term. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say that you see something like this. Sum of n plus 1. So n plus 1 is my explicit formula. And start from term number 1. Go up to term number 8. So you'll see something like this. The way you read it is the sum of n plus 1, whatever that is, from n equals 1 to 8. Okay, again, this sigma means sum. The sum of the function from n equals 1 to 8. The bottom is where you start, and then the top is where you end. Okay, let's practice. Next page. Okay, partner on the right, raise your hand. Okay, you're going to read to your partner what this notation says. The sum of blah, blah, blah. Okay, read to your partner.
From n equals 1 to 10. Yeah, it's funny.
Okay, now partner on the left, raise your hand. Okay, you are going to read to your partner this next one. The sum of. You start with the sum of.
2n from n equals 1
Did you read to? Okay. What did you say?
Which one?
The first one.
Oh, sum of n from n equal 1 to 10.
Good. All right, now let's go ahead and solve this. Okay. The sum of n from n equals 1 to 10. Okay, so how are we going to figure out how to add up the numbers? And what numbers are we going to add? Very easy. Okay, XY chart. Think of it as X and Y. My X values are N. My Y values are F of N. My X values are N, which is my variable. My Y values are F of N. In this case, what is F of N? No, what is the function in this formula? N. Okay, look at your previous page if you forget. It's equal to N. What term number am I supposed to start on? 1. And I go up to what number? 10. Do I go up by the integers or do I put in any number I want? Do I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or I go 1, 1.1, 1.2, and then maybe 1.23? Okay, what kind of numbers do I put in? Integers. Why integers? That's a good idea. Not quite. N is what kind of numbers? Term numbers. Okay, so can you have a term number that is the 1.2 term or the 1.5 term? No. Okay, I think I'm asking a lot of questions, but you guys are not responding. So in this class, what I'm hoping to do is I ask you a lot of questions to make you guys think a lot. And you have to think a lot because if you don't, next year is going to be very hard. So I'm making you think a lot. That way you are not just, this is the formula, apply. Formula, use, and then you don't understand what's going on. So you have to respond and think through this whole thing. That way you get better, and then next year you're more prepared. All right? So why are we using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and not just 1.2, 2.5, 6.78, all that stuff? Because it's a term number, you cannot go to decimals, right? You are not the 2.5 person. You're the number 2 or number 3. Okay, so we are going to put in just these numbers, integers. When n is 1, what is f of n? 1. Okay, not a hard question. Please answer. When n is 2, what is f of n? 2. When n is 3, what is f of n? 3. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you add up all 10 numbers? Yes. Okay, you can add up all 10 numbers. Because there are only 10 numbers, it's easy to just use your calculator. But these 10 numbers, you're going to add them up, right? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. What kind of series is this? Arithmetic. Why is it arithmetic? You add 1. So what's another way of adding up 10 numbers besides using your calculator? The sum of 10 numbers is formula. 10 divided by 2 times 1 plus 10. Okay, that's another way to do it. So that's 5 times 11, which is 55. All right, try another one. The sum of 2n from 1 to 5, from n equals 1 to 5. Take out a chart. N, f of n. F of n is 2n this time. Okay, go ahead and figure out what the sum is. All right, again, this question has 2 ways to solve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are adding up 5 numbers. 2n, so we're multiplying everything by 2. Add it up, 30. Okay, another way to do this, because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is an arithmetic series, you can just add up 5 numbers. 5 divided by 2, first number plus last number. You're still going to get 30. Okay, try another one. n squared. The term number you start from is 2, not 1. Okay, so please be careful. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to square everything, so 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. You're going to add up all the numbers. If you just add it up, since there are only 5 numbers, it's easy. Just 90. Now, if you look at it, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. You do not add to get to the next number, so you cannot use the arithmetic series sum. You have to just use the calculator and add it up. All right. Okay. Now let's go backwards. I'm going to give you a series. You're going to write the summation notation. Okay. Let's look at this one. Is this arithmetic or geometric? Talk to your partner. Arithmetic or geometric? Raise your hand if you think it's arithmetic. Okay, very good. What number do you add to get to the next number? Very good. So go ahead, do the first step. If it is arithmetic, write the arithmetic explicit formula. You know how to do this. So write the formula for this. All right, first step, explicit formula. 7 plus 4 times n minus 1. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is actually you want to simplify this whole thing. So go ahead and simplify it. So what we need to do is eventually we need to write a summation notation. So let's look at this. This is 4n plus 3. Let's look at our summation notation and then figure out what we need to write this whole thing. Okay, so we need the function. Do we have the function? Yes, the function is the explicit formula, so we are good. We have the function. We need the first term number. First term number. If you are writing your own formula, I would start at term equals 1. Because why would you call the first number anything besides the first number? So the last thing we need is this part. How many numbers are there? How are you going to figure that out? Okay, talk to your partner. We already went over this. How do you figure out what 207 is? What term number is this? Okay, talk to your partner. Okay, so term number n is 51. There are 51 numbers. So write it in summation notation. This is it. Okay. Now find the sum. Now that you know how many numbers there are, it's very easy to find the sum. So 51 divided by 2 times first number plus last number.